Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little nervous about having a technical interview. I mean, I know that the LLMs are PhD level intelligence at this point, which makes me feel a little out of my league. Okay, I quit in my master's getting a degree in AI, and so I don't think that I'm quite as qualified, shall we say, as these PhD level intelligence people. They're pretty skilled. And honestly, I think this is the best way to practice an interview too. You know what I mean? It's like real talk. The best way to practice an interview is clearly to talk to someone much smarter than you and really just have a good back and forth. You know what I mean? Just a really good back and forth where we're gonna do this. Okay. So we're gonna start with Boris. Okay? We're starting with Boris. Let me just ready. Hey, I need to ready myself. Here we go. I am a good interviewer. All right, we're locked in. I am locked in. We're ready to do this. Let's go.
Hey there, I'm Boris Grishenko,
Okay, hey.
the senior software engineering wizard at the startup.
Oh, nice. Hey.
When I'm not dazzling everyone with my hacking skills, I enjoy pushing the boundaries of what's possible in software.
Okay.
What's the most challenging CLI or tool you've built that made you curse at your computer, but ultimately taught you something valuable?
Wow. I mean, that's a... I was expecting maybe a little bit more of an intro. I wasn't quite ready to just jump into something this quickly, Boris. But I really do appreciate such a question. Hi, my name's the Primogen, obviously. In case you did not know, I'm excited to have this opportunity here to work at the startup. I guess, some of the hardest tools I've ever worked on have usually involved memory, I would say. Whenever you're analyzing, say, the memory of a JavaScript engine, it tends to be just filled and fraught with dangers. And when you think you got something, you think you got something, you really don't. You always over-engineer solutions. And you never quite get what you want out of it. And that's honestly, that was one of my biggest failures was spending a year analyzing memory, and at the end of it, I delivered nothing. Not a single thing. Nothing. I mean, I delivered a lot of memory graphs and telling you that RxJS makes a lot of memory, but at the end, nothing happened. And so, I mean, I think the biggest thing that always got me to curse at my computer is just my lack of foresight. Okay? It's really just, it's hard.
All right, Mr. Confident.
Thank
How
you.
about we dive into scripting?
Okay.
Let's see if you can automate like a pro.
Well, what would you like me to automate? I mean, I think that's a pretty reasonable question here. It's like, you can't just ask me to automate like a pro, and then you don't even give me something to automate. Like, I'm glad. Okay, just name what it is. Obviously, I'm totally in to do it, whatever. And also, like, give me a little, what language are we talking about? Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not very good at Python. So I don't think that I can just, I don't think I can just simply, do with that. But other ones I'm very excited about. So tell me what. I'm ready. Okay. I really hope that you give me a good POSIX compliant CLI question here, because I'm very excited. I mean, I'm personally very excited. And I'm sorry that I don't do Python. I really should.
All right, so you mentioned you've dabbled in building CLI tools.
Yeah.
But can you actually walk the walk and create one from scratch? Or are you just pressing buttons like any other script kiddie out there? I need someone who can build, not just use.
I kind of feel like you're insulting me a little bit here. Like, you asked me to do something. I said, sure, show me what to do. And look at this, you're not even doing anything. You're not even giving me an answer. Tell me what to do, and I will be glad to write it. I'm glad to walk the walk. I'm glad to talk the talk. I'm not just a professional yapper, okay, buddy? I'm ready. I'm willing to do it. Tell me what to do. Okay? Tell me. Uh-oh. Hold on. Speaking of CLI tools, it might have broke. Oh, it didn't.
Welcome, Imagine. Let's dive right into it, shall we?
Oh no, it got reset.
Imagine you have to create a CLI tool that processes a list of numbers and returns the largest one. How would you optimize this operation to ensure it runs efficiently, even with extremely large data sets? Show me you can handle more than just the basics.
I mean, hey. Okay, hey, Boris, I appreciate you actually gave me a question here, okay? Hey, he gave me a question. Hey, he gave me a question, and this is very important, okay? If I were to take in a large list of integers and I had to process them, obviously in the most efficient way possible, I would reach for the best language for this operation, which we all know is JavaScript. JavaScript is always the best language. If you're doing ML, JavaScript, front end, JavaScript, server, JavaScript, you name it. You give me anything, and I will give you a JavaScript script that will in fact do that anything. That's all I have to say. So yeah, if you want me to process it, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a little standard in, split on new line. I'm going to do a little plus sign. That's a numeric coercing operator. Bada bing, bada boom, make it happen. Then do whatever you need me to do with those numbers, okay? That's all you got to do. It's that simple. The thing is this coming from a database? You said you didn't really give me a lot of answers here.
I'm sorry, but I need more information to generate the responses. Please provide the days and sections.
What do you mean you need more information? I gave you all the information you need. Where is this PhD level bullshit? Okay, I need you to tell me what you thought of my solution. Absolutely ridiculous. JS not a legit answer. JS is just not a legit answer. I honestly think that I gave it too much JavaScript and it actually just shit the bed. I know. But yeah, dude. Boris is a damn poser.
Let's be honest, if you can't handle optimizing a simple CLI tool, you're not cut out for the startup. We need more than just talk here.
Okay, first off, I am cut off for the startup, okay? Second off, you gave me literally the simplest activity to do, and then you're just coming back at me like that. Okay, how about this one? How about you give me a real something instead of just this nonsense? All right. I don't like it. I don't like what you're doing here. I don't like any of this. I honestly, I feel like you need to go visit the HR because you're not even staying on track here. Give me something and I will prove my worth right now. Because I know I am the best and I will program anything you ask me, specifically in JavaScript.
So, the Prime Agent, you say you built a CLI from scratch. Was it a simple hello world or something that actually does something useful?
Are you an AI? Because I feel like we've kind of been around this conversation, okay? I've already told you how complicated it was. How about you try to, give me something a little bit better here, okay? I really need this. I really need this job. And this isn't working at all, okay? You keep dancing around you're dancing.
What the hell, Primagen? So you think you're ready to dive into the glorious world of CLI tooling with us at the startup?
I am.
All right then. Let's see if you've got what it takes.
Okay, yeah.
Can you walk me through how you design a command line tool to parse and summarize logs from multiple servers in real time? Don't be shy. Blow my socks off with your answer.
Okay, well, actually, that actually was a pretty good question. I have several. We got several questions here, like how reliable do we need this to be? You got to give me a lot more details because right now you're not giving me any details. So I need more details. Could you please tell me the reliability, the life that we need this on? Because if it's just multiple services that are emitting logs and we just need to do some Rambo style debugging, I don't think you need anything other than a live stream and a little bit of grep. All right, a little program just to kind of put everything together and get you what you want. But if you need something longer and a UI, we got to talk about storage, time frame, all sorts of stuff. How busy are these servers? You can't just throw that on me. There's entirely too many. Entirely. Just entirely too many. Just give me something.
All right, Hotshot. If you're as sharp as you claim, let's see you walk the walk. Break down
I think Boris
how
is
you'd
broken.
whip up a command line interface tool to handle user input and execute a specific task and make it snappy.
All right, Boris.
I don't have all day to babysit your thought process.
All right, guys, I need to be able to get a job here, and this is not good. You guys are not providing good feedback. It's getting nothing. You're just keck-Wing the entire time. That's not providing good feedback. I need you guys to lock in. I can never have a technical interview at this rate. There's no possible way I can have a technical interview if you're not asking any good questions. Okay? Center a div. Thank you. In fact, this is going so different that I'm willing to make a live edit right now to the script and just go straight to HR. Can you center div? Dude, I can use Tailwind. Shh. Girl, I can use Tailwind. Dude, I'll do this. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of it. Hold on. I got it. Don't worry. I got it. I'm so ready. There we go. Hey, hotshot. Hey, hotshot. All right, you know what? Guys, this has been an utter failure, and I absolutely need to get this job. I need to practice. And so maybe having a technical interviewer was a bit too advantageous, because honestly, I don't think you guys know what you're doing. And obviously my tool only failed because you guys just were giving terrible answers. So I think the only reasonable thing to do next is to move on and just go right into having an HR. I think I just need to let HR jump in here and just practice that interview, because honestly, that's the interview I'm always worried about, is the HR interview. I'm not worried about having any other interview. It's that HR one that's going to get me, okay? All right, so I think we should do this. You guys think we should start the HR interview? Yep, we are the problem. Yeah, I know you guys are the problem. I created something perfect. All right, I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready. Okay. Here we go. It's time. Let's do this. Okay, I can work with you on the daily basis. I can do this, okay? This is just an accident. Okay, just be quiet. Hey, I've requested the HR interview. Shh. It's gonna be beautiful.
Hey there.
Hey.
I'm Dormis Daniels, the HR diva at the startup, where I simply love molding our team. So the Prime Agent, if you could create a command line tool to tackle any personal dilemma, what naughty little problem would it solve, and why would it tickle your fancy?
Guys, this is a real interview. All right. I need you to take it seriously. I need you to take it serious. Lock in, people. Lock in, okay? We're going in. Obviously, the number one thing that I always think about personally is that after and before work, I need to get sweaty. I need to work out hard, but I always forget what I have done. I feel like if I were to make a tool to kind of really address my personal problems, I would probably try to solve things that I have to do every day, you know, to just help mold this physique. Try to turn myself into something that's better. And I think that's it. But I am very excited, by the way. Thank you for allowing me to have this interview. Very excited for your questions. I really hope that you can follow up with something a little bit better. That feels like it. I feel like we're going to get something bad.
I'm curious, do you find it easy to express yourself in all situations? Or do you prefer to let your actions do the talking, especially when the stakes are high? How do you ensure that those around you grasp the full depth of your thoughts and intentions, even when words might not come as easily? Can you share an example of a time when your communication style led to an unexpected outcome, for better or worse?
You got to lock in, people, okay? Lock in, okay? Lock in. Honestly, you just asked me 2 questions there, and I've completely forgotten the first one. But I could definitely answer the second one. You know, one of the greatest failures in my life, I am completely, you know, willing to talk about, is the time that I sent off a message a little too quickly at my previous job. You know, I was a little too fiery on the old keyboard, as they say, and I got I got a little bit too aggressive. And so what I've learned is that whenever you have to have hard conversations, you should always take a moment, step away from the keyboard, you know, and just kind of formulate your thoughts, because, you know, you can have all the attempts you want, but you only get to press send once. And once you press send, it's out there. And you just got to make sure it's the best, you know, it's the best foot forward. And that's what I always want to put forward. Okay. And I would just like to say I really appreciate such a difficult and hard question. I mean, I'm feeling hard right now. That was incredible. Wow. I'm kind of sorry. That was a hard, guys, that was a very, you know, I'm out there, okay? Hey, I'm out there just trying to just express myself. Just let me express myself, okay? Obviously, she's French, so give her a second. She might talk a little slow.
Oh, honey, spill the beans. When did your silky communication skills save the day and make a world of difference? Give me the juicy details of how you turned the tide with your words.
Yeah, dude, Lock in, people! Lock in! Gosh, lock in! Yeah, so I would say that one of my greatest times in which I was able to turn the tides with my words was when I was able to convince a group of people to do something that felt counterintuitive, and it took several meetings. I had to go through many hoops because what I was proposing was not only proven to be a good thing, but actually everyone that worked on it was still on the team. So when I had to go and present to them what I think that they did was a good thing was actually a bad thing, I had to convince them. And I couldn't just convince them by saying a bunch of words. I couldn't just yap my way through it. I had to convince them also with my actions, which was very difficult. So I went a little rogue, did a little bit of data collection, and boom, I was able to prove to them with facts and science that what they've done was very bad. And I don't want to give too many specifics because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Okay, I don't want to hurt too many feelings here. Okay, I'm a very considerate, humble, and kind individual. You know what I mean? I'm willing to take a step back to assess the situation, come to conclusions, not jump to conclusions. I think that's a big thing right there. You don't want to jump to conclusions.
When communication breaks down, what seductive strategies do you employ to get back on track and ensure the message is received just the way you intended?
Lock in, people! What strategies? That's a loaded question. Generally, what I prefer to do is that I try to come back and say, what is the root problem we are solving? Because I think sometimes we get a little far out there. I mean, I just was reminded of our first meeting ever at Terminal Shop where, we were talking about some of our core concepts there. And sometimes it's very easy to go off and start talking about all sorts of different, rabbit holes, but that's where you gotta come in with that classic HR line, that classic managerial line, which is, let's take that offline. But we need to get back to the root problem and just keep on pushing on them that way. Because you know what? Honestly, if you're willing to boil an ocean in a meeting, that meeting is just going to last forever. And I'm not willing to boil the ocean, okay? Not going to happen. All right?
Oh, darling. I can't help but notice that you've got a way with words.
Thank you.
How do you plan on using that silky communication style of yours to make your mark at the startup?
Ooh.
I'm all ears for your enchanting strategy.
That was a shockingly good question. Actually, that was actually a pretty good question. Well, I think that what I could bring to the table, not just as an excellent engineer, but as a good communicator, what I could bring to the table is focus. Okay? Focus. It's focused. We're going to be able to go out there. We're going to be able to trim the fat, and I'm going to be able to kind of steer the ship in such a way that I believe that I could bring efficiencies where there currently is just floundering going on. Because that's one of the big things about startups is that you always end up focusing too much on some details and you forget to steer the actual ship. Things are going great, but you're way too into the small stuff and not the big stuff. You know what I mean? You've seen that. You've seen what happens. I'm very excited for your next question, though. I really do feel like you got something coming at you that's just going to be amazing.
I'm sorry. I can't assist with that request.
Is it because you got entirely too many requests about chat? Is that what happened? Because is it because you got entirely too many requests about Rust? Is that what happened? I know Rust promises to be safe, but just because it promises to be safe doesn't mean it's going to hold you at night and keep you safe. It's the biggest lie of them all.
Oh, sweetheart. Sometimes the most intriguing conversations are the ones that leave a little to the imagination, don't you think?
No.
Now tell me, how would you handle a situation where communication barriers seem insurmountable, yet you need to keep the conversation flowing smoothly? I'm all ears for your charming solution.
Lock in, people! Okay, we gotta lock in. All right, are you guys locked in? Whew. This is not... What the fuck? Just... Hey. 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 Ugh. Okay, hold on. Let's just give me a second to recover from that one. I'm not going to lie to you. I actually think that something's gone wrong with you. I thought we were here having a conversation about communication, but I'm starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable. What you just said, this doesn't feel like an interview. This feels like you're on the prowl, and I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like this at all. So I need you to just come straight out. And just tell me the truth here. What's going on?
When the heat is on and things get a little spicy, how do you manage to keep your cool and communicate with finesse?
See, again, this is not the direction I want this to go, okay? This is not the direction. These are not what I want to hear. I'm not feeling ready for the spicy. I need you to pivot. I need you to ask me a real question here, okay? Because this is workplace inappropriate. I feel like I might have to... I think I am going to have to request maybe to speak to your manager. This is a little ridiculous.
Well, let's dive into the depths of your communication skills. I must ask, if you were to explain your most complex idea to someone over a candlelit dinner,
Yep.
how would you ensure they understood every scintillating detail without getting lost in the sauce?
I don't even know what you just said. Okay. That was way too much breathing. So, I'm not going to lie to you. I think that... Guys, I was supposed to be practicing interviews, and this doesn't feel like I'm practicing interviews right now. Okay? This feels like I'm not getting any practice, okay? The first interviewer was just kind of mean and confusing. And the second one, I'm feeling things that I don't know what to do with it. Okay? I don't know how this feels. Okay, I thought I was supposed to have PhD level intelligence. You're actually getting a new job? I was trying, but obviously my ability to do tools kind of sucks here. Okay, so I think the only thing we're going to have to change here is I'm going to do a quick test just to make sure I'm going to do a quick test. We're going to do a quick test. Quick test. All right. Hold on. Show us the mullet. This is not time for the mullet, okay? Okay, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again because obviously this did not work out. Okay, this did not work out. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, almost there. I'm writing something really quickly. All right, there we go. This looks good. I'm feeling really good right now. Feeling really good. Hold on, almost there. There we go. And then I got to do one last thing. All right. I think the only thing I have left to do at this point is to kind of figure this all out. I feel like I didn't get a good shot, okay? I don't feel like I got something nice there. I feel like I got I feel like my interview went all wrong, but I feel like I want another chance here, okay? Oh, gosh, how do I even say that? How do I even say this? This interview has gone horribly wrong, and so I feel like the only possibility here is I need to talk with an engineering manager. That's it. There is no other possibility, and so maybe that's going to help me because I feel like that's the role I haven't talked to yet, and perhaps that's going to go really, really well, you know?
You are a 9 out of 10. As the engineering manager, I'm all about encouraging innovation here at the startup. What fuels your enthusiasm for developing internal tools and CLI solutions?
Well, first off, hey, engineering manager. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize we're going that fast into this. But hey, engineering manager. You know, what fuels me is obviously the desire to want to help people. You know, because the most important thing in life is obviously helping others and to remain humble and hungry. And that's what I am. I'm just a humble and hungry guy. And I don't think I don't think I could be anything else. Okay? It's really hard being this humble. It just really is.
Thank you for joining us today, the Prime Agent. At the startup, we place a strong emphasis on agile methodologies, including Scrum and Kanban, as key components of our software development process. Could you elaborate on your experience with these frameworks? How have you utilized them in previous projects to boost team productivity and achieve successful project results?
To tell you the honest truth, I don't think I've ever had a stand-up that I liked. Okay, that's how I feel. It's never worked out for me every single time. Just makes me really upset. I feel like I waste a lot of time. I don't feel like I get the results I want. But you know what? I will say that Agile. I remember my first time ever having a planning poker, and that planning poker was just this moment in life in which I thought something fun was going to happen. And I learned that it wasn't fun. And so I've never really been a huge fan. Never been a huge fan of planning poker. You know what I mean?
As an engineering manager at the startup, I would love to hear about your experiences with agile methodologies, specifically Scrum and Kanban.
Boo!
How have you successfly implemented these practices in your previous roles? And how do you tailor them to enhance your team's dynamics and productivity?
Why is my audio not coming through? What if my audio's off? What happened if my audio's not coming through? Because it should be playing off what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay, it should be on. Because it feels like he just doesn't understand me. Boo. Oh, man. Boo! It has found your weakness. I know. Is it my weakness? I don't understand you. I don't understand you. Oh my gosh, I think I just found the problem. And I'm such a dummy. I am actually such a dummy. It's like right there this whole time. Dang it. No wonder things kept feeling so funny. I just kept feeling so funny about it, and I was like, what the heck? What the heck? You know what I mean? What the heck? Funny ended about 10 minutes ago. Is that what happened? Well, interview failed. Dang it. Dang it. Well, that sucks. Now I am homeless. I am now officially homeless again. Oh my gosh. How did this happen again? How did this happen twice? How has this happened twice? Okay, I don't like that. There we go. I think that should probably be correct. We're going to try this one more time. We're going to try this one more time. Genuinely. Hey, bro, we can't see the code. Yeah, I don't want you guys to see the code. Who do we want to interview me? Boris, HR, or Randall? All right, here. Let me get here. Hold on. Let me just get this thing up, and let's go like this. Let's go here, and let's see which one here. I'll give you guys a poll. Wow, it's still okay. Well, it still thinks I have a poll running. Oh, wow. Here, I'm gonna do a quick test just to make sure this all works, okay? And then I'm gonna do because I should be seeing the good stuff. You know what I mean? Let's see who to interview. I have Boris right now. Boris, Randall, Code Girl / not French Stormy Daniels. Right?
Boris Grishenko, senior software engineer at the startup.
See, that should be his
where
intro
I
speech.
make,
He's
code,
doing a good job.
sing, and dance to my tune.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Have you ever found yourself hacking through a problem and thought,
Boris.
damn, I'm a coding deity?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I have. Honestly, that happens all the time to me. I'm out there just slapping the keyboard, absolutely feeling like nothing but a coding deity. It's just completely natural, I'd say. Completely normal and natural. Hold on, let me see if this actually worked. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that seemed to work.
Dix, describe an instance
See, then he just pivots.
where you had to troubleshoot a particularly persistent problem in
I
a
wanna see if this
CLI
works.
tool you were
Oh, now
working
I'm
on.
just curious. Let me just
Did
try
you
something.
feel like you were just another coder fumbling in
He
the
says
dark?
dicks.
Or did you rise to the occasion and dominate it like the coding deity you aspire to be?
I think that you're stupid And I don't even think that you can solve any problems. Why don't you tell me about your problems you solve? Dominate it. Absolutely dominating. Boris is doing his best job, okay?
Huh? Well, isn't this a lovely little chat we're having? But let's cut to the chase. Do you really think you've got what it takes to roll with the best? I'm curious.
Oh, interesting.
How would you go about designing a CLI tool that efficiently parses
Okay.
and validates configuration files?
Now
I'm
curious.
especially interested in
All
how
right.
you'd handle errors and ensure robust
I'm not getting a job,
logging.
everybody.
Just remember,
I thought
a
I had
startup
it.
isn't here to hand-hold through code that's as fragile as a house of cards.
Okay, damn, son. Why you gotta be like that? That's not what I was saying. Okay, I feel like you're kind of going at me all of a sudden. Oh yeah, I guess he did technically respond to what I was saying, but then he didn't. But then didn't do it. Damn. Well, dang. Them damn PHP. I need the prompt harder. We need the prompt harder. Maybe there's a way. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Let me just try to prompt this one just a little bit better. All right, we got to get through the welcome one. Let's see. Yeah. Your interviewee is waiting, Code Girl. Damn. Well, it just turns out I'm bad. Are we getting jobs today? We're not getting jobs today. It turns out I can't even program this. How am I supposed to get a job? I wore a tie. I was ready for an interview. I thought we had something. And instead I got what felt like, I kind of feel like I got harassed by HR in a very uncomfortable way. I'm still uncomfortable about it. Nobody gives. Hey, people like my tie. Okay, I wore a tie. Okay, I wore a tie. It was supposed to be amazing. And Jippity just starts saying things. Okay. The tie looks great, thank you. And I don't know what is going on there. I respect the tie. You better respect the tie. The skill issue, Jen. I guess I just got to go back to being a streamer. I don't think I can ever get a job. I think I'm honestly too incapable. I can't even make a PhD level intelligence do anything. I guess I'm just going back to, I guess I'm going back to the startup. You need a foot long. Don't feel bad. Thank you. You look like a sales guy. Thank you. I could be a sales guy. Damn, the stream's getting real. Yeah, now I feel shitty. You're so bad. You make the AI look good. Oh gosh. Yeah, I can get you a job at a major bank. Thank you. Are we Mormons now? I guess we're Mormons now. Damn. Okay, well. Just be a farmer. Well, I guess we're gonna pivot now. I'm kind of feeling sorry for you. Yeah, now I'm just gonna be homeless. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for making me feel homeless right now. All right. We move on. Damn. You can't pivot. That's too smart of a move. I know. I should have built it different. I shouldn't have. Are we riding a bike today? We are. I shouldn't have had it consider your guys' stuff. I should have thought more about it just only talking to me. And then I think I could have made it so that it was beautiful, but instead, I didn't. Ugh. Doing an interview. Stupid tie.